Both in action for the first time in this championship. As I mentioned earlier on, there was only that one fight in the round of 64. He was at the Olympics, Ricardo Brown. Went out early on to Satish Kumar on a split decision. Bronze medalist at the Pan American Games in 2019 and quarter-finalist in the American Championships in 2017. So he's had some good success in international competition. PETROVSKII, less experienced, 9 years younger, 22 years old, but he's the reigning Russian national champion. Earned that accolade earlier this year from the Krasnodar region. Boxes at the Spartak Academy in Moscow. So Brown in red, PETROVSKII in blue. So there goes the bell. Both of these two orthodox fighters, sized advantage there for Ricardo Brown. You can see immediately as they advance to the centre of the ring in the Jamaican corner, the red corner, with that Jamaican flag on the right-hand side of the vest there, the Russian Boxing Federation. Initials emblazoned on the back there of the blue vest of PETROVSKII. Right to the body there from PETROVSKII, but as he was pulling back out, Brown aimed a big shot at him and he just got the gloves up in time there. PETROVSKII left to the body from Brown, who looks to swing a big, hefty-looking right hand. That back foot, that right foot just came off the canvas a bit as he did so, and again there. So that's a technical flaw that you can spot for Brown early on. He's a huge, huge man, but he looks to throw that right hand from really wide by the look of it, and the weight just comes forward slightly, which will rob him of maximum power. Nice jab there from PETROVSKII. He'll need that. Tries to really turn that right hand over. That wasn't far away from the chin of Brown, I don't think. He just dipped his head to his left hand side there, PETROVSKII, and really let that one go. Trying to leap into the jab there, Brown. PETROVSKII's pinned the left arm of Brown there, but Brown's got room to try and thunder into the body with his right. And looking for that right hand again there, PETROVSKII. What he's looking to do with that right hand is throw it, move straight onto the shoulder quickly, so Brown's got no chance to counter him, get tight to him, get hold of him, so he hasn't got room to work to the body either. If he can do that, then really it's a shot to nothing. If he lands it, brilliant. If he doesn't, then he's okay, because for PETROVSKII here, really he needs to be all the way out of range, or all the way in, because close is safe here for him, given the wingspan of Brown. Brown needs to get him at that kind of middle distance. Almost did it there. PETROVSKII back towards the ropes. Brown looked for a left and then a right, but couldn't land it. Final 30 seconds of round one. PETROVSKII working to the body. And the referee's taken a point there for holding. And that is a big blow for PETROVSKII so early in the fight as well. To get a point taken in the first round is, well, that is damaging. That gives him a real mountain to climb, because I think he won that round. For me, he won that round, but that round win will be negated by the point deduction, so that 10-9 for Petrovsky is turned into a 9-9 essentially. And having had a point taken for holding once, he's got to make sure he doesn't repeat offend. I did say when he was looking to throw that right hand, he'll throw that right hand, move onto the shoulder, look to get hold of his opponent. The referee hasn't wasted any time there in taking a point from him. He hasn't hung around at all. My own view would be that it was maybe a bit harsh, but you can see him, he's pinning the arm there of Brown, and he'd done that previously, he'd done that earlier in the round. Referee's got a very good look at this, a close look at this, and he's made his decision. So into the second round, Ricardo Brown of Jamaica in the red, Mark Petrovsky of the Russian Boxing Federation in the blue. These two just having a little spin in the centre of the ring. Petrovsky with his arm around Ricardo Brown's waist. Left hand got through there for Petrovsky. But in that kind of situation, as he slips under the arm there of Brown, Brown can just lean on him a little bit. Bring that greater weight, greater size to bear. Body attack there from Petrovsky. Brown trying to let go with massive right hands. Maybe a touch frustrated. His opponent's quite slippery, but this won't be the first time that he's been set this kind of challenge, Brown, not by a long way. He's been boxing at top international level for a good while. Jabs to the head and then goes down to the body there. Petrovsky, as I say, gets in tight there, gets in close, but Brown shrugs him off and tries to cuff him around. He's finding decent distance there, Brown, but he just can't quite land. Petrovsky, though, I think has maybe felt the power. Just looking at his face, he's been caught half clean a couple of times, and that could be enough when you're up against someone as big as Brown. You just get clipped in any way and you feel the power, and I think that has happened in round two. Petrovsky just leaning on there. He's got to make it obvious to the referee here that he's not clamping down on the arm, that he's not trying to hold, because he'll get another point taken if he does, but he's got a tired look about him now. The Russian, Brown, has been made to miss quite a lot, which for a man of his size is going to be tiring for him too. That will drain the battery. Referee just having a word with Brown about a touch of holding there into the final minute. Brown with a right hand. Good left hand there for Petrovsky. Brown walks through it, dips his head as he comes in, leans on Petrovsky, pushes him back into the ropes. Let go with the right hand to the body there, and needed to keep punching Brown, because when he can lean on Petrovsky, he's got the Russian bang in trouble. Right hand there from the Jamaican, followed by a left.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now proceed to the bout number 181 in the ring A, in men's super heavyweight division. Ringside judges from Guatemala.
Left hand from Petrovsky. Brownlow just gets after him again, stoops in with those wide shots. There's not a great deal of technique about Ricardo Brown, but he's absolutely massive. Careful. He looked like he aimed an elbow there, Ricardo Brown, and really, I think he should have had a point taken for that big right hand from Petrovsky right at the end of the round. That was a terrific shot, and Brown is off balance there as he heads for the corner. Right at the end of the round there, he dug down with an elbow there, Ricardo Brown. It was deliberate, I thought. And the referee could easily have taken a point for it. And then Petrovsky landed a big right at the end of the round. Split scoring, 3 10-point scores for Petrovsky and 2 for Brown. So I'm just trying to get a look at the scores heading into this final round. 2 scores of 19 points to 18 in favour of the red corner, 3 19-18s in favour of the blue corner. So this is set up very, very nicely. That point deduction for Petrovsky in the first round, as Been bad news, because if that hadn't happened, then those 3 scores in his favour would be 20 points to 18, and he would be almost there. That right hand that he landed at the end of the round there was a cracking shot, though, and Brown, you could see, was unsteady on his feet as he was making his way back to his corner. So everything to fight for in this final round. Brown just letting go with both hands, particularly with that right. Tight in, Petrovsky just holding that arm on the blind side of the referee. Clever. He's having a word, though, the referee's having a word with both of them, though, this time. Just trying to work to the body there, Petrovsky, and starve Brown of any oxygen on the inside there. Starve him of that space that he needs to use those massive long levers. Right hand there from Brown, slips over the shoulder of Petrovsky, who's leaning in. This really is hard for him with the size difference. They're both finding it tough, though. Brown just gulping in there as well. He's got a huge amount of weight to carry around the ring. He's in fantastic shape, but the lactic acid, when you've got to frame that size, it builds up. And Brown ends up on the canvas there, just pushed down to the floor by Petrovsky, who just goes for a little walk, tries to take a touch of time, these few seconds, just to suck in some oxygen. Not a great deal's been landed in this final round so far. Good left hand there from Petrovsky. Wasn't far away with the right. Left hand on the inside again there from the Russian, and he's doing well in this finishing round so far. Petrovsky's just not giving Brown that room. In the second round at times, Brown found the right distance, and things looked like they might be a bit ominous. Right hand landed for Petrovsky, but a right hand came back there from Brown. Petrovsky just staggering back a little bit. Not sure exactly how clean that landed. 30 seconds remaining, and Brown again just keeps swinging. 3-2 heading into the final round on the scorecards. The referee just having a chat with Brown about landing with the inside part of the glove, which is always a possibility with him because he throws those punches from so wide into the final few seconds. Again, just letting go with another massive haymaker there. Left hand on the inside from Petrovsky, touch of gloves between the two, and that was grueling stuff. It was draining stuff for both of them. I think Petrovsky has just done enough, but we'll see. With that point deduction, it was close going into the final round. If he hadn't had that, then he'd have had some clear water. Anxious wait for these two. Need to get them facing the right way.
Ladies and gentlemen, brings an end to bout 163 with your judges ruling in favor of your winner. 5 points declared by unanimous decision to the blue corner of RBF.
And Petrovsky gets it by unanimous decision. Split scoring in that final round, but he's got it with 4 out of the 5 judges. And look how close that is. 3 judges finished 28-28, and in that instance it goes to judges' decision, and they all have gone PETROVSKII's way, so he squeezes through by the tightest of margins there. I think he deserved it though. So it was a unanimous decision in the end, but as I say, it was achieved by a tight margin.